Water, the essence of life. Yet, for billions, it's becoming a scarce luxury. From shrinking lakes to vanishing groundwater, the world is running dry. But why? And more importantly, can we fix it? In this video, we'll uncover the causes, the consequences, and the solutions to one of humanity's most urgent challenges, the global water crisis. The global water shortage, a crisis we can't ignore. Water is the foundation of life, yet today, it is one of the most threatened resources on our planet. Over a third of the global population lacks access to clean and safe drinking water, and the situation is worsening. Rivers are drying up, groundwater reserves are being over-extracted, and climate change is disrupting rainfall patterns, leaving some regions in prolonged droughts while others face devastating floods. The growing demand from agriculture, industry, and urbanization further strains this finite resource. Water scarcity doesn't just impact drinking water, it affects food security, health, ecosystems, and global stability. Addressing this crisis requires innovative solutions, sustainable management, and global cooperation to ensure that water remains accessible for generations to come. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. This famous line captures the irony of our planet, Earth, covered by 71% water, yet we face an acute shortage of fresh, usable water. But what if we could turn the vast oceans into a reliable source of drinking water? Enter desalination, a technology that promises to do just that. Here's a soft reminder to please leave a like and subscribe to us. It will help us greatly in creating interesting content like this for you, and click the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos when we post new content. So, what exactly is desalination? At its core, desalination is the process of removing salt and impurities from seawater or brackish water, transforming it into fresh water suitable for drinking, agriculture, and industry. The two most common methods are thermal desalination and reverse osmosis. Thermal desalination mimics nature's water cycle. Seawater is heated to produce steam, leaving salt behind. The steam is then condensed back into fresh water. This method is often used in regions with abundant energy resources, like the Middle East. Reverse osmosis, on the other hand, uses high-pressure pumps to force seawater through a semi-permeable membrane. The membrane traps salt and impurities, allowing only pure water to pass through. This method is widely popular because it's more energy efficient than thermal desalination. Around the world, over 20,000 desalination plants supply water to over 300 million people. Countries like Saudi Arabia and Australia have invested heavily in desalination technology to secure water for their populations. For coastal cities facing water scarcity, desalination offers a dependable, weather-independent solution. But desalination isn't without its challenges. The process is energy-intensive, making it expensive and environmentally impactful. For example, powering desalination plants typically relies on fossil fuels, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions. Additionally, the byproduct, highly concentrated brine, can harm marine ecosystems if not managed properly. Thankfully, innovation is making desalination more sustainable. Solar-powered desalination plants are emerging as a cleaner alternative, reducing reliance on fossil fuels. Meanwhile, advancements in membrane technology are improving efficiency and lowering costs. As the global population grows and water scarcity intensifies, desalination could play a critical role in securing our water future. But it's not a silver bullet. To truly address the water crisis, desalination must be part of a larger strategy that includes water conservation, recycling, and better resource management. Desalination turns an age-old dream into reality, unlocking the oceans to quench the thirst of millions. With the right investments and innovations, it has the potential to reshape the way we think about water and its role in our lives. The question now is, can we harness this technology responsibly and sustainably to create a world where everyone has access to clean water? Beneath our feet lies an unseen treasure, groundwater. It's the hidden reservoir that sustains life, quenches thirst, and grows our food. But as we face a global water crisis, this vital resource is under threat like never before. So, what is groundwater? Simply put, it's water stored in underground layers of soil, sand, and rock called aquifers. These natural reservoirs are replenished by rain and snowmelt that seep into the ground, a process known as recharge. Groundwater provides nearly 30% of the world's freshwater supply and is the primary drinking water source for over 2 billion people. In rural areas, especially in developing countries, wells tapping into aquifers are a lifeline for communities and agriculture. Some regions, like the Great Plains in the US, the North China Plain, and India's breadbasket, rely almost entirely on groundwater for farming. It's what turns arid lands into fertile fields, feeding billions of people worldwide. But there's a growing problem. Groundwater is being extracted faster than it can be replenished. This overuse is leading to a crisis. In many areas, aquifers are running dry, wells are becoming deeper and more expensive, and land is sinking, a phenomenon known as subsidence. To make matters worse, pollution from agriculture, industry, and urban runoff is contaminating aquifers. Nitrates from fertilizers, heavy metals from factories, and untreated sewage seep into the ground, making water unsafe for consumption. So, what can be done? Sustainable management is the key. This means balancing the rate of extraction with the rate of recharge. Farmers can adopt efficient irrigation methods like drip systems, which use less water and reduce waste. Governments must regulate groundwater use and invest in recharge projects, such as building check dams or planting vegetation to allow rainwater to seep into the soil. Technology is also playing a role. Smart water meters and satellite monitoring systems help track groundwater levels, enabling better management. In cities, treated wastewater can be injected back into aquifers, a practice already used in places like California. Globally, we need to recognize that groundwater is not an infinite resource. International cooperation, sustainable farming practices, and public awareness campaigns are vital to preserving it for future generations. Groundwater is more than just water, it's life. It sustains ecosystems, drives economies, and supports communities. By using it wisely and protecting it from depletion and pollution, we can ensure that this hidden resource continues to flow for centuries to come. Imagine looking up at the sky and seeing not just clouds, but a hidden reservoir of fresh water. What if we could tap into the air we breathe to quench our thirst? With atmospheric water generators, or AWGs, this vision is becoming a reality. AWGs are innovative devices that extract water from humid air, mimicking the natural process of condensation. It's like creating dew, but on demand. These machines use advanced cooling technologies to condense moisture from the air and collect it as usable water. From portable units designed for households to large-scale industrial systems serving entire communities, AWGs come in various sizes to meet different needs. They're particularly useful in regions with limited freshwater sources but high humidity. In remote or disaster-stricken areas, AWGs are a game changer. They provide a decentralized water supply, eliminating the need for complex infrastructure or long pipelines. A single AWG can produce anywhere from a few liters to thousands of liters of water per day, depending on its size and design. Here's how it works. Air is drawn into the machine, passed through filters to remove impurities, and then cooled until the water vapor condenses. The collected water is purified further to ensure it's safe for drinking. Some models even use solar panels to power the system, making them eco-friendly. However, the efficiency of AWGs depends on the environment. They work best in areas with humidity levels above 40% and moderate temperatures. In dry, desert-like conditions, their output is significantly lower. AWGs aren't without challenges. They require substantial energy to operate, which can make them expensive to run, especially in regions with unreliable or costly electricity. But as renewable energy technologies improve, AWGs are becoming more sustainable and affordable. Innovation is driving the evolution of AWGs. Researchers are exploring materials like metal organic frameworks that can capture water even in low humidity environments. Some startups are developing compact, solar-powered AWGs aimed at providing clean water to off-grid communities. Globally, AWGs are finding applications in urban areas to reduce reliance on centralized water systems, in disaster zones to supply emergency water, and in rural areas where infrastructure is lacking. They represent a unique solution to address localized water scarcity. AWGs offer a glimpse into a future where water doesn't just come from rivers, lakes, or aquifers, it can come from the very air around us. By combining technology and nature's processes, they bring hope to millions living with water insecurity. The question is, can we scale this innovation to meet the growing global demand for clean water? Water is life, and access to it is a fundamental human right. Atmospheric water generators offer a revolutionary way to meet this need, turning the air we breathe into a source of hope and survival. But like any solution, their success depends on innovation, investment, and our collective will to prioritize sustainable water access. Together, we can ensure that clean water is not just a dream but a reality for everyone, everywhere. The question isn't whether we can solve the water crisis, the question is, will we take the steps to make it happen? Water is life, and access to it is a fundamental human right. From unlocking the oceans through desalination, to preserving the lifeblood beneath our feet in groundwater, to capturing the air's hidden reservoirs with AWGs, innovative solutions are reshaping how we think about water supply. Together, these approaches can help bridge the gap between scarcity and abundance. But their success depends on us, on investing in technology, managing resources sustainably, and ensuring access for all. The question isn't whether we can solve the water crisis, the question is, will we rise to the challenge? Thank you for watching, and let's work together to secure a future where clean water flows for everyone.